Welcome back to the Cat Knit Podcast. My name is Grace, and today is Monday, March 23rd. This is a podcast about knitting, books, baking, and cats, but most importantly knitting, because that is what I love to do all day, every day. Especially now that we're all home. All day, every day. If you'd like to follow me on any of my social medias, I have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Ravelry. I'm most active on Instagram, so please go follow me over on there, or if not, that's fine. I also have Goodreads if you want to see what I'm reading, because I'm reading a lot now, because like I said, we're all home all day, every day. I have show notes, so the things that I will be talking about will be in the show notes. That is on my blog, so if you'd like to check that out, the link to my blog will be down below. And yes, this looks like a really awkward, uncomfortable position, and you would be right, it is. I have this ball of yarn. We're in a different location today. It's weird. There's a cat right here, and he's just too cute, and I don't want to disrupt him, so I'm literally sitting on this much of this big chair because he is so cute. He's like a little Sammy bowl, and he was snuggling his little toy earlier. Anyway, I work at a yarn store, which unfortunately is currently closed due to current events. But the online orders are still going out. I'll leave all the social media stuff. There's more information about like if you want to schedule an appointment to go into the shop. That is a thing. Online orders, all that jazz. So please check that out in the show notes and everywhere. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I have water. Probably need something caffeinated because I just yawned, but whatever. Yeah, I have this. This is what we're gonna go with. So, if you like to grab something tasty to drink, something to snack upon, something to craft upon, an animal to snuggle, laundry to fold, I have laundry going. Everything may come to a stop, but the laundry and kitty litter must go on, you know. It is just the trials of life. And you can come back and join me for some crafty chat. So, everybody, I feel really weird sitting on the edge of this chair. But he's just so cute. I'll have to take some footage of him later and put it on the end of the episode. Oh, I just love petting you. You're so sweet. He's like, leave me alone. I'm sleeping. I'm gonna cover my face. Anyway, so just lean forward like this. How about that? Hi. We're real close, but we have to be more than 6 feet apart, right? But it's okay because I'm on a screen of some sort. What am I talking about? I have been inside so long. I have been outside several times, but not enough to really be like, wow, I feel refreshed and rejuvenated. I'm ready to go spend more time inside. You know? Yes, that is what I'm dealing with currently. Granted, my knitting has been wonderful because I finished not 1, not 2, but almost 3. I have less than 10 rows on my 3rd shawl. I'm wearing one of them, and I have one of them here. I took finished object pictures this morning of both of these items, and I have worked a lot on my other one that is almost done. So like I've made a lot of progress, and in fact I think I have maybe less than 7 rows at this point left on my Freeger fade. So I have a lot to show you in regards to progress, but there's just not a lot to say about them. So this might be a shorter episode, and I do apologize, but things do happen. I did bring out some yarn to show you of things that I want to cast on, things that need to be cast on, because test knits are needing to happen, which is very exciting. And then this, which I'll talk about in a moment, is just very exciting. I'm loving it. I will never take it off. It's just, I love it so much. I'm also just very amused that I have this however many pound ball. 800 grams, 28 ounces, 1,700 yards, almost 1,800 yards of yarn. Boop. Right there. For some decoration, some intrigue for the background. So yes, this was my COVID-19 cast on, if you will. I think it took me about 8 days to knit. I would highly recommend it. It is the Susan Joy shawl by Andy Fagan. I knit it out of 1.5 really skeins of Suburban Stitcher Slub in the Swamp colorway, and can we even, is this just not the most beautiful thing ever? I definitely messed up in my first repeat of the pattern, and I definitely really screwed it up, but clearly I didn't do anything about it. Just kept on going. This thing is massive. It is truly huge. Look at these tassels. I love them so much. It's just such a fun texture. Like, I don't want my foot to fall. It's just, I don't know. It's so much fun. It feels nice. It's so soft. A lot of people have asked if it's easier to work with than mohair. I would say definitely yes. It's basically just like you would be working with a single or any regular fingering yarn. It just has these little nubs that are in the yarn occasionally. And you just have to be aware that they might snag and they might like pull weird in the stitches as you knit. Come on. There you go. So, it did make, sorry, the two ends that I needed to weave in, my cast on end and my cast off end, because I wove in the rest of them as I went, which was not too terribly many because it was only 2 more. Am I in focus? I think I am now. I don't know if I was. I apologize if I wasn't. But because of these little nub things, it does make the weaving in ends a little bit challenging, because if you happen to have like one of those little nubby things and you're trying to weave it in through the little loops and then it gets stuck and then it pulls and then it's not great. There are ways around it. You just have to kind of work with it, but it's not the end of the world. It's really nothing to complain about. But yeah, I love this thing. It is, excuse me, not boring. It is massive, so big. I love it so much. And yeah, you just have garter stitch sections, you have stockinette sections, and then you've got dropped yarn over sections. And it's just so lightweight, and it's so soft, and I love it so much. Granted, I know it's not a very springy color, but I just really love it. These guys right there are the dropped yarn overs, which I misunderstood the instructions the first time I did the section, and I totally messed up my first row of drop yarn overs. Did it very incorrectly, but that's okay. Really didn't, it got the same effect, kind of, just not as long and airy, so I did my best, and you can't tell because that part is like up around my neck, so who cares? It is fine. My second finished object. Hello. Are you making some noises? Oh, get the kitties. So everyone, last week was the first week that I got to show you the Victoria Weasley shawl by Cleverest Stitch, knit out of Suburban Stitcher, her new DFW Quinceanera colorway and her Nudie Patootie colorway. And oh my goodness, everybody, it is beautiful. Do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do. Oh, look at that. This just sounds so beautiful. Ooh. Can we even? No, we cannot. It's just such a beautiful rosy, like a dark rosy pink. It's not showing up very well on the camera. It's much lighter on camera than it is in person, so it's much darker. Back here, this is very accurate, so I just love it. So yes, this will be being put in the mail soon and being sent to Diane so she can have the sample, because this is a sample knit for her. And yeah, I am just very happy with how that turned out. Again, the Victoria Weasley by Cleverest Stitch, 2 skeins of Suburban Stitcher sock. It's awesome. Would highly, highly recommend. So, moving along, what did I start working on next? The past, yesterday and then today as well. Mainly yesterday is when I got all this stuff done. I have just been, I don't know, I don't think I'm knitting faster, but for some reason I feel like I am. I'm just like flying through these rows fast. They just don't seem that long, even though I know they are long. I don't know. Is that just me? Am I crazy? I don't know. Yes, we're all kind of crazy, aren't we? Especially when we're inside for so long. We can't go outside. I mean, we can go outside, but you know what I mean. We're just inside. So, this was my birthday cast on. This is the Free Your Fade shawl by Andrea Mowry. I am using dye for knitting yarn, which is a dyer local to Tulsa. I cannot express to you how beautiful his yarns are. Over here, this white color is called Alchemy, and it's white with bright orange, bright red, bright pink, and black and like charcoal speckles. Which this yarn will be making an appearance in another project I will show you. This middle color is probably my favorite. It's called I Get By With a Little Help with my Friends. I Get By With a Little Help of My Friends. There we go. And it's just this beautiful kind of pinky, mauve-y color with like all these beautiful speckles, and it's like neon rainbow speckles. And then we have this color, which is gonna constantly be blown out on my camera for forever, and that's okay, but it's beautiful. It's called Time Bomb. It's bright hot pink, speckles of like a navy, gray, black, speckles of orange, speckles of purple, looks like. So, and yeah, like I said, I think I have literally like 6 or 7 rows left, and then I'll be done. And you can bet for sure that I will be putting tassels on this thing, because I have just been putting tassels on literally everything because I love tassels. They bring me joy, and this is the time where we need to bring ourselves joy, right? Right. Also, who doesn't love tassels? And now I'm holding it upside down. And now I'm holding it the wrong way around. So this is great. There we go. So yes, this is very large. This is the span. It won't get too terribly much larger than this with my knitting. With blocking, it will definitely get larger. But I love this thing. I would make another one for sure, without a doubt. And yeah, I just I really enjoyed making it. For some reason it didn't seem like a really long shawl. Like normally shawls, especially at the end, are just kind of like, this is dragging, why am I doing this is going to take so much time. But it actually doesn't. It's just mentally it seems like a long time. But with this, for some reason the rows have just really been flying by. I don't know if that's because I've been like reading while I do it and work on it, but I read while I did this and I finished up the other one. So, I mean, I think the first, it's a week and a half at this point for us. I don't know, but from last time I recorded, finishing 3 things is pretty good. I mean, I know that the Free Your Fate is not finished yet technically, but I'm gonna count it as a finished object because I'm like gonna finish it today. For sure. For sure. Hello, have you woken up? Would you mind moving so I can sit a little bit more comfortably? But I know you're just so cute and I don't want to move you. So, excuse me. So, everyone, what am I going to be working on next? Because my Free Your Fate is basically done. I have some test knits that I get to do, and I'm very excited. And one of them, I can't remember the name of it, so I'm gonna have to look that up. But that's not what I want. Here we go. What is the name? Birdie, do you remember the name? I don't think it has a name, so that's why I wouldn't remember the name. I sing things all the time. All the time. So, refocus. I feel very just off-centered because I'm literally sitting on this much of this chair. Can we, I just don't want to move you. You're just so cute. Oh. I know you can't see him, but he is very cute. He's just so squishy. Oh, little birdie, so squishy, so squishy. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's just very distracting. He also keeps sniffing my elbow, which is also distracting and so cute. So, oh, hello, are you moving? Are you moving? Are you gonna move? So, Annie of This Bird Knits, who designed the, oh, no, I can't remember that one. Remember the name of that one. What is it called? I have it right here. The Espresso Tee. The yellow colorwork top that I knit at the beginning of the year, that was designed by her, and that was a test knit for her. So I get to do that again. I will be using this big guy, which is very exciting. And I will be twirling, because that's the technical term. The technical term would be marling, but why use that when you can twirl yarns together, you know? So I will be marling these 2 yarns together. Oh, that is really not gonna work. Anyway. How can I show this to you well? There we go. So yeah. It's just a light heathered gray, and this is Knit Fix Palette. This is the Tea Rose colorway. I don't know if this has a colorway name. Color Pale Gray. So, that's cool. Yes, it's just a basic pullover. I don't remember if there are any, here, let's put this right there so it looks, again, nice decor. The ribbing looks like it's a little fancy, but other than that, it looks just like a very nice, comfy pullover, which is something I'm all about because I just want to be comfortable, and who doesn't want to be comfortable, you know? Would it help if I close these blinds slightly? There's like a window like right there. Let's try closing some of these blinds. Boop, put that up a little bit. Okay, wow, that's so much better. I'm not super blown out. So that's super exciting. I have not cast that on yet. And I know I need to, but the deadline is not until the end of May, if I remember correctly. So I am not worried. It's also knit on a big needle because this is worsted and it's technically supposed to be an Aran weight sweater. Very snuggly. I'm very excited. And I'm stash busting. I'm so excited. It's awesome. Next up, this is when this comes into play, which is the alchemy from Dye for Knitting. I am testing the Spring Court sweater by Tristan of Dragon Horde Yarns and Dragon Horde Designs. It is a yoked colorwork cropped sweater. It is so cute. It is based off of A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I am a huge fan, and now that I am on Scribd, thanks to their wonderful deal of a free membership for a month, I might start that because it's been a while and I really love that series so much. But anyway, so here are my colors. Over here we have Doe-Eyed by Dragon Horde. Over here we have Space Ash by Life in the Long Grass. And then in the middle, like I said, it is Alchemy by Dye for Knitting. So this is the main body. The other two are the color work. I am so excited. I think it will be so amazing. I really love this color. The lighting was so good in here earlier. I was doing the sit and stitch with the yarn store ladies and it's just really good, but I think it's because the sun has come out. This is Space Ash. So, yes. I see my battery's getting ready to run out. I need to go get my charger. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back and you're plugged into the wall. Power source has been found. Anyway, so yes, this is the Spring Court test knit. And this is very exciting. I also need to cast this on, but this deadline is also not like super close, so I'm not worried about that. But by next week I should have both of those things cast on and ready to show you. So everyone, since I have finished 3 shawls, I know technically I haven't, but it will be almost 3 shawls. There are other things that I want to start because I want to try and get these COVID-19 cast-ons done. And I just really like it because we're all home and we're all just got a lot to do, and I don't know. I mean, we don't have a lot to do, but we do at the same time. Sorry, I'm organizing this so it's easy to show you. So I have finished 3 shawls. Granted, all 3 of these shawls have been really new cast-ons, so none of them are languishing whips, but that's okay because we do what brings us joy in this time of uncertainty and not joyfulness. And staying home. So we are knitting all the fun things. Who cares if we cast new things on? I mean, we'll finish old things in, like, with time, but we're also casting new things on. So, since I finished 3 shawls, I kind of want to start another shawl, but I also kind of want to start a sweater. So I've got 2 options for each of them. You can let me know what you think. One of these things, one of the sweaters is not particularly a springy sweater. It's more wintry, but I really want to knit it because it's just something that I wanted to knit for a really long time. I also thought about making it a cardigan, and steeking it, but I don't know if I want to do that, so who knows what's going on. Anyway, first off, one of the shawls, which is probably like top priority at this point because Lost and Fond, designer of the Bennett sister shawl and the Bronte sister shawl and probably something else that I can't remember the name of, is doing a knit along for her Bennett sister shawl. And if you have been watching the podcast since the beginning of the year, you might know that I got yarn for a Bennett sister shawl for Christmas from Peachy Skein. This colorway is called Peach Princess, or Princess Peach as I would like to call it. It's the same colorway, just different bases, so I got the mohair and 2 skeins of this sock. And this would bring me so much joy. This would bring me a lot of joy. That would be fun. Next up for shawls is another very springy shawl. This is Reckless Abandon on Myth Fingering, the Myth Fingering base from Dragon Horde. I got this from when she was here back in December, early December, I think. Maybe November? No. December. I think it was December. It was sometime, it's last year. It's very springy. I really want to do her moving staircases shawl. So that would be fun. I would really enjoy that. Those are the 2 shawls. For sweaters, I have 2 skeins of this Barocco Remix Light. So this is a really very interesting texture and combination. Let me read it to you, and you can also be astounded at the variety of this fiber content. 30% nylon, 27% cotton, 24% acrylic, 10% silk, and 9% linen. So it's got all the things except for wool. So it's a very lightweight, very good summery fabric. I think good yarn. I will be making the Rift tee, I believe. Let me look that up. I should know this, but I don't. Rift tee. Is it the Rift tee or is it something else? Yeah, I was right. Hallelujah. Okay, so this is the Rift tee by Jackie Seaslack, I think. She has designed many a beautiful thing. I think one of her most recent jacket, I think, was in the most recent pom-pom, which is super exciting. She also did Ursa, but this, let me find a good picture of it. Yes, Rift, yeah. This is from her Instagram, so this is her. And it's just so cute, and it's so summery, and I'm sorry it's not focusing. Why is it not focusing? Here we go. So it's just cropped. It's got some interesting, it's got an interesting neckline. I believe it's a little bit more swoopy in the back. But yeah, with linen dresses, shorts, anything, especially with this because it's got such an awesome fiber content for Houston. I am very exciting. I'm very exciting. I'm very excited, excuse me. This yarn is exciting. I am excited. 2 different things. Anyway, that's one sweater option. And I know that would be good because it's summery and we're getting into the hotter temperatures, and so then I would have it ready to go and it would be awesome. But why, I could do a Tecumseh by Caitlin Hunter. And I've had this yarn saved for this project, very similar to the Fruit Your Fate. I've had this this color combination saved for a very long time, specifically for a Tecumseh. And I just really, really, I would wear it. I know I would wear it, like, so much. So much. So we actually did a little bit of stash busting for this. This is Vintage DK in the color 2103. It's just a chocolatey brown. This is the Uncommon Thread BFL Light DK in the Twig colorway. And then this is Madeline Tosh DK, or HT. Oh, High Twist. Excuse me. I'm just not thinking. A Madeline Tosh High Twist DK in the Hygge. I believe it's Hygge. I could be wrong. It's H-Y-G-G. Hygge? Hygge. I thought it was Hygge. I could be completely wrong. I should have looked this up, but I didn't. And basically, this was what it was based around. I knew that I wanted a brown base, but I just didn't know what my accent colors were. The twig was in my stash. And it was funny, actually, because I asked for this yarn for Christmas several years ago, and the color that I got to go with this wasn't this, and it actually blended too much with this color, and it just turned out not like how I was expecting it to, so I went stash diving, and I was like, oh, I see what I can do. Put these together. So, I'm very excited. This will get knit eventually, it's just a matter of when, and when do I do it. I have the pattern, I really have everything all ready to go. It could be also a matter of, what are my needles available? Are they available? I don't know what needle size this is knit on, so it might just depend on that. We'll just have to wait and see. So yes, I really don't know what I want to work on. Do I want to work on a sweater? Do I want to work on a shawl? Do I want to work on something else, something old? I don't know. Apparently I'm sleepy. Actually, taking a nap does sound pretty nice. What time is it? It's 2:50. I don't know. Don't really know at all. So we'll wait and see. I might think about it a couple of days and see what happens. Definitely, obviously, these test knits get to be cast on, so I will get to scratch that scratch that cast on itch. There we go. By casting on the test knits. It'll be great. So that's very exciting. So maybe I want to do a shawl because I'm casting on 2 sweaters. That would make sense, right? But then which shawl do I want to cast on? The fact that this one has a knit-along going along with it is pretty fun. And I've been wanting to do a Ben & Sister shawl for forever. Forever. And this is kind of coming undone. There we go. But also this would be fun and fun one skein thing. We will see. We will see. We will come back next week, and I'm sure I'll have something fun to show you. Books, I have read and listened to a lot. A lot of fluffy, a lot of fantasy. Excuse me. Just recently finished A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Karamir, or Kamimir, something like that. That was really good. I really, really enjoyed that. I'm so excited for the second one. I also just finished the 3rd book in the 3 Dark Crowns series, so that means there's just 1 book left. This 3rd one ended pretty like, oh my goodness. Don't know what's gonna happen, so that's exciting. I also read The Tattooist of Auschwitz, which is a very drastic contrast from reading fantasy to historical fiction. It was very, very sad and just very heartbreaking, but it was so well written. would highly recommend it. And then I am currently reading The Baker's Secret, which I don't know how I feel about. It's very slow. I'm not quite halfway at this point, but I just started it yesterday, so I don't know. I will let you guys know. I'm just trying to read things and knit things and do those things while doing the other things and trying to stay busy, you know, trying to stay busy. I am going to go now. I'm going to go now because our Y or YMCA or YMCAs in general are doing this online virtual Zumba class at 3, and I want to do that because that sounds like fun. So I'm gonna leave you guys here. I apologize if this is a shorter episode and it's just things are not normal. It's hard to continue on being normal when things are not normal. But I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you're staying safe and staying healthy. Hope you have all the supplies that you need. Reach out to people, ask how they're doing. Stay away, stay 6 feet apart from people. Good luck if you try and brave the grocery store. That sounds like a rough adventure. Anyway, if you would like to follow me on any of my social medias, I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Ravelry. Most active on Instagram. There's Goodreads as well, of course. Show notes, yarn store stuff, all that jazz will be linked. Support your local businesses if you can. Buy gift cards if you can. Everyone's really struggling, and we can all do our little bit to help. Anything helps. Sharing stuff on social media, that is also helpful. Just doing anything at all, just helps everybody out. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you are all doing very well. Hope you are all healthy. Hopefully the isolation, social distancing, I can't say the word social today. Social distancing has not been too hard. If you are an introvert, I'm sure you are probably enjoying this. If you're an extrovert like me, probably not so much. It's really kind of rough. If you get energy from being with people, this is hard, but it's okay. It will not last forever. Okay, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. So let's just go cast on all of this, and it'll be great. You know, that will definitely bring lots of joy, for sure. So, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have, if you have crafty plans, I hope that they are successful. Casting on, finishing languishing lips, whatever your goal is for when you're all cooped up in your home. The cat is here and he is snoring. He says goodbye. He says goodbye. Oh, little birdie. Oh, the little putties. His little feeties are sticking out. And he's snoring. Oh, baby. Okay, anyway. Thank you so much. I'm going to show you a little bit of Birdie before I go. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. This is my spot. Here he is. Just real cute. And taking up all the space. So yeah, I was just sitting right there. And he was sitting right there. Oh well, he's just so cute.